Hello and welcome back to another episode of Out of Spec Bits. Behind me is my personal car. This is a Rivian R1S dual max pack. It is a Gen 2 and I have absolutely loved this car over the last year. However, the last time I was on this channel with this car, I told you guys about all of the warning lights that showed up suddenly on my Rivian. I have since then taken it to the service center and it is fixed. So I figured I would detail what happened, show you guys some of those clips, and then talk about what the Rivian service team did to fix it. So that's what we're going to be doing in the video today. All right, so let's first recap what happened last time. I've got Kyle behind the camera.
Hello. To
help me jog my memory a little bit. It hasn't been that long. It's only been maybe 2 weeks, but I'm so busy all of the time that I forget things. So, little recap for those of you who did not watch the first video. I was driving back here. I'm at the horse farm where I live, and I was on a 10-minute drive back. All of a sudden, the car threw all of these warning lights. It put me into turtle mode. I couldn't drive faster than 51 miles an hour. There were ABS faults. What other faults were there, Kyle?
Yeah, I think that pretty much describes it. The car was locked in front-wheel drive mode, even though it was also saying it was in all-wheel drive mode, but clearly only the front 2 tires were the ones that were getting power, and the clutch disconnect was open in the rear.
Yeah.
It was also showing regen only on 1 wheel on the back. It was like super funky, super weird, and I remember we took it out for a little test drive. In the previous video, we had no ABS whatsoever.
No, nothing. It was just bizarre.
And we were like, man, did this, did a motor fault? What happened? And one of the ideas we had was it's got to be a wheel speed sensor because it really doesn't seem to know how fast one of the 4 wheels are spinning.
Or if it's regenning or what. Yeah,
which kind of indicates all of the problems we were experiencing. So You scheduled a service appointment in the Rivian app.
I did.
Which didn't end up going through.
Did it not?
No, they never had any notice of it at the Rivian Service Center.
That's so weird because it gave me a date, but then you're right, we did go in a day early or something, but we went to the Rivian Service Center in Knightdale and they were super nice.
Yeah, they're great. But we basically said, hey, well, we thought we made a service appointment, sorry.
Yeah.
But we also didn't need the car back right away. So we said, take as much time as you need with it.
Yeah, I said, just keep it. If I can just leave it here because it's not that far, but it's still, we're always shuffling cars around. So it was still like a 20-minute drive out of our way. And they're like, oh yeah, we'll work on it when we can get to it. So they did get to it. I also had one other complaint, and I want to make this very clear in this video because I didn't make it clear in the last video. So I got this car in May of 2025. Okay, we're recording this in May of 2026. It had one big service appointment in Colorado. And when I took it in, they did something, I don't remember, with the windshield washer. Maybe my wipers weren't working. I think that's what it was.
The auto wiper issue, maybe?
So they disconnected all of my windshield wiper things. And then when I picked it up, everything was fixed, but my wiper fluid wouldn't spray. I just never took it back in to get it fixed. That was not a Rivian problem. So
Rivian service caused the problem, but we never took it back.
But I never took it back. So there were all these comments like, oh, Rivian sucks. They also knew about it. I just never took it back into the service center to get the windshield washer fluid flowing.
It wasn't worth it to go all the way in just for that.
We were like 45 minutes away from my house.
Yeah, we're like, we'll wait for something else to inevitably happen before we have to bring it in. And here in this case, it did.
Yes. So I have my phone because I have my conversation with them. They said, verified customer concern, the windshield washer nozzles are not dispensing washer fluid.
And that was just a pinched line.
Yes, so they found that the hose had been pinched between the front pan and the body. So they released it, washed it out, and everything was good.
But that wasn't the cause of when it had its fault last week. That wasn't the reason it was stuck in front-wheel drive.
But there were so many comments on that video, like just trashing Rivian service, and that was 100% Scott being lazy and not going back. For the windshield
I don't know
wiper.
if you could say it's 100% you. I think they're the ones who messed it up. What do you mean you didn't mess it up?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that's fair.
They also did a recall. So there was a recall replacing the left and right lower fascia lamps.
Yeah, I think it's those down there.
Huh. Okay. That was just a random recall. Service is now complete. Oh, okay. You also asked for them to fix the squeaky door handles.
Yeah, did they?
They said
Well, let's see. Just
they did the retrofit for effort pin replacement.
every time you unlock and lock this car, it's...
Should I walk away from it? We should walk away from it.
Oh
right?
yeah, I guess both of our phones are hooked up to this thing.
I'm
Let's see.
walking.
I'm backing up. Could you just click lock on your phone?
No, because I have the whole. Oh,
They don't squeak.
they don't squeak. Here,
No
you ready?
way.
Ready? I'm gonna get up close to it.
All right, head on over.
Oh, my microphone will pick it up.
Wow.
No squeaking. I didn't even notice that.
We'll give it another week or two for it to come back. Sorry, I'm being pessimistic.
No, it's okay because we've had that problem a lot.
Well, they already fixed it once on this car.
Yes, they did. So the main concern was the lights on the dash. And this is really anticlimactic. They said, we actually found one of your wheel speed sensors disconnected.
Yeah, so does that mean
right.
disconnected as in shook loose, or was... How does a wheel speed sensor become loose? That's what I don't know. That's what they didn't say.
Explain that.
So, but to me that seems crazy that you're driving along the road one way, right?
And I was just going 45 miles an hour.
And then it just becomes disconnected with no impact.
So here's my question, and I could be wrong, okay? So this might make me look really dumb here on the internet. So these are aftermarket wheels.
Yes.
Are the wheel speed sensors in the wheel, or are they like over here?
Yeah, they're not in the wheel.
Where are they?
Yeah, they're inboard of the wheel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it was a good question.
It's a fair question.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, so anyway, don't know exactly how that happened. Did they say which one it was? I think it was the back right.
Yes, it was the back right.
Okay, so this somehow back here was the one we traced it down to in the last video. A lot of the commenters agreed with me, thinking it was a wheel speed sensor.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out it literally was just a simple wheel speed sensor.
Simple fix.
That
was
either
so many warnings.
But well, yeah, I mean, everything is relied upon knowing how fast your wheels are turning.
Yes.
To run the automatic clutch connects, the ABS system. If you don't have that, then it goes into turtle mode and limits your top speed, and it
goes on and on and on.
But at least it had a fallback mode where you were still able to drive, and I drove it to the service center at 50 miles an hour down the highway.
Thank you.
Yeah, which we kind of pissed people off, but I was like, it's not worth towing it.
No,
just
that
drive
would
it
be
there.
silly. We're lucky enough to be close, so we might as well use it.
Right. And I guess my question is, did it get snagged on something? Was it not screwed in properly? Certainly having different wheels on the car doesn't impact your wheel speed sensor whatsoever. Yes. We're running the OE tire size. It's not like we did something weird there. The only thing I can think of is maybe something on the road popped up and snagged the line. But here's what makes me think it wasn't that.
Why?
I think it must have been something related to a manufacturing defect, I would imagine, or maybe just some sort of, it wasn't screwed in properly.
Why?
Well, only because it was warranted. They didn't charge us for it, right?
Well, no.
No, they didn't charge us anything.
This is a lease.
So that doesn't matter.
Oh, this is my first lease. I just thought that they just covered everything.
Oh, I mean, if you take a sledgehammer to the windshield, you still got to buy the windshield.
Oh, really?
Yes, of course.
I didn't know that.
Like imagine if we just came up and just...
What is this blue thing here?
Oh, it's a clip that's not fully inserted. Push it. There you go. Fixed it.
Rivian.
That was probably from when they replaced the lower...
Fascia.
Yeah, fascia lamp.
Fascia.
That's interesting. So I guess they probably would have made you pay for it if it was a road debris type situation.
Okay.
Or maybe it was just like they literally just pushed it back in and said, no problem.
I have no idea. I cannot speak to that because I am not them. But what I do know is they fixed it.
Regardless, it's such a simple fix. They didn't say it needed rewiring. It just needed to be pushed back in.
Yes.
Which is like a 1-second operation.
And it's been good because I actually picked it up from the service center. I did not film that. Why didn't I film that? Because one of my best friends, Katie, who's been on our channels before, was visiting from Colorado. And she promptly took it from the service center to the beach for a whole weekend.
Yeah, your friend stole your car. I still argue you could have filmed it at the pickup at the service center.
Oh, no, there's no way. We were like bird brain.
I don't know what that means.
We had been eating lunch all afternoon, then we had been shopping, and then we were like, oh, we have to go pick up the car. And then we really didn't want to drive, and we were like, meh. You know?
Not really, but
we were just doing like silly things. We didn't want to go pick up the car. But we
see.
did. So that's why we didn't film it, because I didn't think about it.
And actually, we left it at the service center longer
I know.
than it was ready.
They parked it in the corner.
They did? Okay. Because we
Yes.
didn't have time to go get it.
This is
But
correct.
they took great care of you, and your car's fixed, and it was just a simple wheel speed sensor
Yes.
issue.
And
Which
I've used it since. I went and picked up a horse this morning with my trailer. So that was good.
So all is good. I mean, like we mentioned to the viewers, we document our car's ownership experiences. That was a pretty big fault for such a small cause.
Yes.
But that was exactly what we suspected it was in the last video. So I'm
Yes,
glad
it
to hear
was.
we were right. And it's just a little plug it in, rock and roll.
Yes.
And I'm glad your windshield washer fluid's working as designed.
Thank you. Me too. I will probably go and do like a whole video over my last year with this car, because it has been a little bit over a year. And we can link that so people know what's gone on. I haven't had a ton of major issues. One or two.
Yeah.
But
Definitely more than average, though.
yes, definitely more than average. But I love my car. I'm so happy to have it back. I'm so happy I got it out of Katie's hands. And now I can use it.
Great. Well, thanks so much for watching, guys.
Thank you, as always. And I'll see you again on the next one.